not picking. Oh, there we go. That should be good.
And then I heard a.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I like that I did this side because this is I always do color on.
It was what you planned.
I did.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. That should be good. And let me fucking fix this camera because
Cammy,
everything went to
camera.
shit apparently.
That camera's fine. You can just leave it as is.
Oh man.
Yeah, you can leave it as is.
Hold on, let me tilt it up a little bit.
Well, let me just get a little closer here.
Could you pull that back a little bit? Because I didn't have him here to test it. So. Oh man, look at that.
Good, John. Are we still
And then
good?
drop it down a bit so you don't. Oh man, you guys are like pointing out the other camera as hard as you can.
Well, I can't see.
Oh, my bad. Here. Look, it's up.
Oh, God.
This is wonderful.
Testing.
It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna work it out.
Look at this shit.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
No, that's
That's
not
wrong.
working. Okay, that's the
No, we
direction
don't
I
want to
need
see
go.
you that way. We don't want to see that.
Okay.
What happened?
And I don't want to fuck with this camera, like to get it out of that way, because then it'll fuck with them.
There we go.
Oh no! Oh
We can
no!
see
Oh no!
every vacuum we own, though.
Oh, yeah, and then my camera's
Rin.
right in their way.
But this would be way too close to your fucking face.
Well, he can lean back a little bit. I don't know.
Lean back a little bit.
Lean back.
Yeah, I don't.
Not that far.
Yeah, but then how? I still have to come up to talk like this.
Grab your microphone.
Oh man.
Oh man.
How did we fuck this up so fast?
No, we didn't. Can it turn a little bit?
No, because once again you're gonna bring.
Well, wait, right there, right there.
And then I still have to, once again, come
Oh,
up to talk to my
goodness.
microphone.
I don't know
Yeah,
why
but that's
why
not
you're
that
having
close,
such
right?
An issue with it, but they're not. It's like the same distance. Why does it look like you're so fucking close to the camera?
Damn it. Well, now,
Now you're a real podcast star.
in this episode,
Fuck. Well, I mean, I can't really do shit right now. It's just the other fucking angles were god awful.
I'll just bring the microphone to myself this session. We'll
That's
figure it
fine.
out.
It's still better than the other fucking armed things when those had to move around. Those things were terrible. Anyway, after that fucking... Okay. On the quiet side? That I don't understand because
My water's not leaking this time, right?
we're just under capping on most
I
of the
hope-
things. I don't...
It didn't start until after I opened it, and then it just started fucking
I know.
leaking.
I remember it was all over the table.
We're capping?
No, he's saying we're quiet, but we're just under the line of capping, so...
Turn us up.
I was gonna say, your speaker's low?
Yeah, your speaker's slow. Aram said the cameras look good.
Thank you, Aram.
That's what you do on
Trying
phones, right?
to
Like this?
figure out
No.
why.
Mm-mm.
Oh, he said I haven't max volume.
I figured they had their volume up. I was just giving them shit.
He said it's just a little bit quiet, so it might be just when we're like talking away from the
I mean,
microphones.
I added...
Does
more-
it sound
more-
better when we get closer?
Yeah, obviously.
I was
mean,
gonna say maybe that's just the issue. I don't
As
think
you
any
guys
of
hear
us.
it in the headphones, it's the same. So, like, you
Yeah.
can self-modulate. If you guys speak directly into it, you're going to sound way louder than if you're talking back here. But yeah, see, like, we're just breaching the point where we're nearly capping. So I don't know. I'm sure that's much louder. Is that any better? Okay. Well, welcome everyone to Cosmic Question Universe. Eventually we'll get this right. So today you'll be viewing of Angels, Smugglers, and Bounty Hunters, Chapter 2. This is a tabletop role-play story in an anime-inspired, or this story is an anime-inspired space opera with, pits pretty much mortals against gods. That's the whole basis.
In space.
In space, yeah. So last we met, we saw these three obviously interacting with another random god that was amongst the stars, hiding. And you guys took off from that kind of like podunk planet, and you were like, 5 Weaver units from the destination that you were heading, correct?
Correct.
And it does say chapter. It says episode 1 on the thing, just so you know, just because I can't change it myself.
So, let us go ahead and meet our performers / their respective characters. Over here.
Hello, I'm Rin, and I play Atlas. I am a fae from the Divine Realm, and I currently am a bounty hunter with Viper.
My name is Ashley. In character, I am Aelin Cloudsplitter. I too am a bounty hunter that we just kind of happened together. I am an angel variant of sorts. So, yeah, we're still kind of establishing what all of my powers and such and what I can do. So, come join.
I'm Jonathan. I play Thomas Viper Graham, a bounty hunter and smuggler. I met these two on a rock, and we've been on an adventure to get them home ever since.
On
More
a
or
rock.
less. Pretty much you've deviated quite a bit from
Rock to rock.
Well, I mean, you've traveled from rock to rock, but you've
Oh, yes.
deviated from getting home to kind of like getting yourselves involved
Yes.
in
Well,
some
I
sort
also, when I met
cosmic war.
Aelin, I brought her out of a tomb, so on the said rock.
Yeah, I may have already been kind of involved in a war. We're still looking into it. I don't have all of my memories back completely, but it's been a while. I took a long nap.
Gonna be groggy for a couple years.
But yeah, we recently got stuck in the solar system somewhere, so we're just trying to figure out how to even get back to Viper's regular galaxy right now.
That's true. You guys were a bit of a distance away, but again, you only had 5 Weaver units left, so you guys pretty much had a pretty sure route back.
The map's upside down. Is that meant to be?
I don't know why that would, because it's not upside down on mine.
It is indeed upside down. I just noticed that.
It's like, we're not coming from the top.
We are now.
It's because I spun out.
Yeah, we're lost in space, so we might be.
Restart the program. Fucking everything today, man. Now it's fucking small again. Okay. Interesting. It's actually showing all the movements now. How neat. Before it was not showing all that. Okay. Anyway, let us continue.
All right.
You guys had 5 Weaver units remaining in your journey back to this planet, which I don't remember the name of. I know that it's run by the Celestial Trade Unit. If I haven't named it, I will name it when you arrive.
Well, I'm gonna take the wheel from here because we've had quite a journey.
That is
and,
totally fine with me.
and we don't need any more spinouts.
I'm gonna just take a nap back here then.
Okay.
So I get into my cockpit, sleeve up, and if my program will actually respond and roll, I got a horrible 11.
Okay. So, much like they've experienced, this is the first time you were kind of like agitated. You sat behind, you got into the pilot seat. You're like, this fucking trip has been a real pain in my ass.
My ship crashed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It crashed. You had to get repairs. That was a whole fucking thing. It all more or less worked out well in the end, but you were definitely agitated throughout the whole thing. So from that, you do what you do. You hop into the pilot's thing. You slip the sleeves on. You slip the little boot parts on, and as you go, you just put all this like frustration into it. So you get there really fast. Like somehow you push the Weaver drive, but you sucked up 8 Weaver units. You get there in like record time, but you are fucking drained by the end of it. Just completely drained, just through and through. So you'll need at least a short rest, like immediately after. You don't pass out, but you are just kind of like woozy, you know? Something wrong with the program,
Yeah.
of course.
Yep.
When it rains, it pours on all these halls. Wait, that's not nice.
It did save my note though. Okay. Good.
All right, so yeah, you get super tired. So
I'm just going to dock at the nearest port, I guess you would call it, and then pay the fees and head straight to my not the cockpit, the
your
pilot's
quarters, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you fly the ship up, and you guys dock in. Does anybody have the name of this planet? Did I name it previously, or shall I name it now?
I don't think we named it because we were basically launching off from it, so it's like
Okay.
not a point of interest.
It's just called AREN. It's just A-REN. I don't like where that's at. Okay. So you guys dock in a small space somewhere on Aren, a small station somewhere in Aren. You don't really know the name of this town. You don't know yet until you kind of travel in a little bit. Actually, we'll say that it's docking station Q of fucking Aren. So, they probably have some sort of small, like, quadrant area that's over here, which is kind of common in a lot of these space colonies, if you will, to have things kind of spread out in colonies because a lot of these places have super weird atmospheres. They have salvageable, nice stuff, but not usually the most friendly for people to just go wandering in the wild for too long on their own. Things could get weird, or it's just fucking poisonous atmosphere too, or
That means no nature walks, Faye.
probably not here, at least until you maybe get a little bit more information about the planet. Yeah, so you dock and you just pay your fees. I'll say it costs 50 credits to dock per night. So however long, and that's it's per day and night, so it's a 24-hour period. If you'd like to go less than that, they can discuss, but
We'll do 2 days.
okay. So naturally 100 credits. It's not in bulk, so there's no bonus. There's no discount. Yeah, you just head over and you pass the fuck out. What do you two do? He doesn't really say much as he goes and just knocks out.
I honestly am probably going to get up and take a short rest as well.
I don't even eat dinner.
He's too cool.
Too cool for school.
So none of you guys have left the ship, so you guys kind of have.
Well, I got told I'm not allowed to go on any nature walks, so
Not until you find out what the atmosphere is like. If you
I will put my suit on and go and find out what the atmosphere is like.
It fucking changed again.
Two upside down?
Oh, the program changed it. Yeah, no, never mind.
My shit's acting up. I can't.
What the fuck? Like every variable program right now is working improperly. Gosh. Fucking irritating. Okay. So, you guys are just resting. You rest for, I'll probably say 4 hours then? All of you guys rest?
No, I was going to go outside in the suit and check out the atmosphere.
Okay. You go out.
She's gonna go take a nature walk.
So you exit the entire town like this. There's like a small.
Yeah, why not? I have my suit on.
Okay. You take your suit out of the town, and as you do, I mean, nobody really stops you. You don't have to have paperwork or anything like that. It's just kind of like whatever. Feel free, crazy person.
Just use the chamber locks properly so we don't get any of the outside in.
Oh, she's well outside of your guys' area by the time she makes it outside.
As a citizen
Yeah.
guard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just be wary. So as you exit, you go through the one door. You step into another that's kind of like a sterilization or whatever chamber. You don't really know because you don't get sprayed with any sort of sterilization stuff.
Okay.
And then the next door opens up as you walk out, and immediately your suit kicks on, and you feel like mana start to kind of emanate around you as the suit kicks on, and you have like your own personal biome. You can tell that you are automatically fighting off some sort of something negative in the atmosphere, and you get this kind of green mist that is just settling around your eye level that makes it very kind of difficult to see very far into the distance.
Okay, is there actual like mana in the air at all?
I mean, yes. There's generally mana in the air.
Okay.
In most places.
Oh, okay. Well,
Like mana is kind of like in everything.
just gonna kind of look around.
There's just no influx of mana.
Yeah.
But I don't think that this is. If I'm immediately stepping out and having to fight something off, I think this is not a good idea to go out there without my teammates. So I'm just gonna
Okay.
turn around and go back in.
So it's not like there's a storm or anything, but it's just like there's this.
No, but who knows what's out there?
Yeah.
I can't really see.
Yeah, there's
Plus,
just
what
like
if I can't find my way back?
a green mist, and you don't
Yeah.
know what that green mist is, but you do know that something in the air is not good for your health.
Yes. So yeah, we'll turn on around and go back in.
Okay, you go back in.
This is probably why they were looking at me like I was a crazy lady.
Yeah. So you go back in. They don't seem all that surprised that you came back in quickly, and yeah, you just kind of walk through, kind of defeated.
Yeah.
Go back to
I'll
the
go
ship.
make something to eat on the ship and wait for everyone to
outside.
finish resting.
Right. So yeah, you kind of wait for everybody to finish resting. 3-4 hours go by. You were gonna do a long rest, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So 8 hours goes by, and
That's why I paid for 2 days.
yeah, it'll probably be. I'll say you guys got there around what would be 12 o'clock.
While they're resting, I'll actually get onto our little smartwatch things, and I'm gonna start looking up like anything I can find about like religions.
What? That's very broad.
Specifically Venor's religion.
Okay.
And then, like, I'll probably try to look up, like, stories of, like, the ancient relics and stuff like that, see if I can get any type of information.
Okay. What? Well, so give me an investigation roll.
Okay. Just if we could try to do something, All the books are on the watch. I should be able to find something.
Yeah, they hate books.
They're
Books
all on the
sis.
internet. A 17.
Okay. As you read, you find a story that tells that there were these apostles of Venora that were gifted by the archangels that were capable of carving incredible spells into stone. And through this, they essentially were able to create a holy word. They were able to, cast miracles and such through this same script or magical writing, like chisel, stone and chisel usually. There are no stories of them using ink, but you don't think that it's impossible as you're kind of discerning about the clues through this story. And you also gather that apparently there were 10 ancient tablets that each of the 10 apostles, actually 11 ancient tablets, that each of the 11 apostles each had their own tablet that they carried in this like covenant or ark behind them as they traveled through. Like, it doesn't really explain where they were at, but you would assume that was through the cosmos.
Okay. That's it?
And you found this story very, very deep in there, and it seems like that the way that you read it was kind of perfect. It kind of twisted things slightly because it wasn't really making things out to be as sketchy as the way you read it.
Right.
You're just kind of viewing it that way now. But yeah, that's pretty much what you find through your endeavors and searching through your smartwatch connections.
Okay, maybe this is okay. So I'll take that information and note it and maybe think that, like, or think about bringing it up to her later because,
Okay.
she might know stuff too.
For sure. Okay. So
So now
that
I
being
wait.
said, what's that?
I said now I wait.
So since I took a short rest and he was taking a long rest in that time, I want to be working on the spear for her.
Okay.
And I think I'm on the second piece now.
All right. So you know what roles are necessary for that, so. How do you fucking ban someone? Ban this motherfucker.
Oh, here, I got you.
I don't even see what's going on with it.
But by followers, primes and viewers,
okay.
Bad bot.
fucking stupid
Right.
ass.
By the way, you need to give me more admin rights because I can't even, like, change your title.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's under Nightbot.
Okay.
But, like, banning, I think I could still ban and stuff. Oh, it's /ban, by the way. Or you can click on their name and then there'll be, like, a little, like, stop looking, like, the, what is it called? The symbol for ban. The circle with the dash through it.
Right.
I'm thinking like the cancel sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, more or less the same thing.
You've been canceled.
So did you get your little rolls in for your
Yes.
sphere? You're
I
good?
was able to get one.
Okay, so you spend your time doing that. 8 hours rolls by. You did your investigations. Everybody's kind of done their stuff and caught up. And you guys meet in your little common area here.
You know, for whatever reason, it might have just been that nap, but I'm definitely in a lot better of a mood. Could also be that we're in a relatively known system too, but just a guess. So what's for breakfast, everybody? Or dinner?
He's like happy again. He's like, man, we're back in charted fucking galaxy.
I'll go look in the cabinet and I'll pull out.
Oh no, I was off. I didn't say make dinner. I was just saying what's for dinner.
Hush up, hush up. I think I can make you breakfast after I destroyed Jetson. I'm sorry again, Jetson.
So breakfast is for dinner.
No hard feelings.
I mean, you can't go wrong with eggs, right? You can't
and
go
bacon.
wrong with eggs and bacon. Let's do it.
All right. So while you're cooking, can we talk?
Yeah.
So I was looking online, and I found a story online, right?
Okay.
I found a story of these apostles of Venora that were gifted by the archangels, and they carried around tablets.
Okay.
Do you happen to know anything about that?
About the tablets?
Yes. Or the apostles.
I know nothing of the apostles. I've heard of there being 11 of these. Is that what you're referring to? I don't know, or at least I don't remember much, but I know that there are 11 that used to be used in order to travel through galaxies. But that's about all I know.
Wait, what's this about 11? What? Using what to travel through galaxies? Because that sounds like it would make a trip a lot easier.
Well, it doesn't. We're unsure of where any of these are, or whether they're even actually real.
That would make sense because anything too easy can't be real.
Honestly, I believe that they're real. I could see something like that being able to aid Venora just as much as take her down. But where to start or whether to even know whether, like, this is,
Yeah,
fate.
no, I just heard travel through galaxies and don't mind me. I'm just
We have Jetson.
I am here.
Jetson, you travel through galaxies.
This is correct.
See, Viper, we're set. We don't need tablets. But we actually do, Atlas. And then I'll set down your food. Here we go. Eat up. So you went outside. I heard the doors open as I was walking away. Well,
It's dark and green. That's pretty much it. I couldn't really see much when I went out there. But there was something in the air that was trying to negatively affect me that the suit had to fight off.
interesting. Jetson, can you scan for anything, I guess, negative around here? Is that a possibility?
While we are docked, I will be unable to scan.
Thank you, Jetson.
Do you know if they would let us take our ship into that atmosphere or into out there, past the walls?
It seems as though there are mining regulations. It is a no-fly zone.
I was gonna say there's no landing pods out there, so I really it's nice and smooth in here, and I really don't want to land with a giant rock shoved up into his engines.
Yeah, I was thinking it's a perfect place to hide something out there. So,
Makes sense,
maybe
which
we
is
could
probably
look.
why there's plenty of mining operations looking for.
You will find that many of the planets in the Celestial Trade Union are heavily occupied, and many of them have no-fly zones, except for directly at the docks or locals or freighters.
But you pretty much, what you're saying is you want to do a little exploring on this planet. You feel like something might be here.
When I was doing my research, did I see anything about like any specific planets that do worship Venora? No. Okay.
You weren't able to find any sort of locations at all that were in most of the stories.
Okay.
It just kind of seemed like these apostles were capable of traveling through the galaxy just kind of freely and doing miracles
Right.
whilst having these covenants, these arcs with their tablets of power.
Well, it kind of just seems to me like we should probably try to find a planet that dabbles more in religion. But I wouldn't know where to start.
I mean, you guys haven't looked into this town at all either.
I was going to
That's
say
true.
we can still go out and try. I mean, at the very least, we'll get funny looks at our wings if they know nothing of us. I think we should try, at least gauge the people.
Mhm.
Just gonna go out, wings out, just see who pays attention.
Well, I can't put my wings away anymore. So, yeah, wings out. I'm all out.
Okay. So you guys head out into the little town, wings out. Okay, so none of the buildings are very tall here. Most of them are no more than 2 stories. They're spread out pretty wide. It seems like a lot of these areas are made out of just like pure steel. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of heating or cooling in any of these places, not like ACs or anything like that. So a lot of people are like fucking sweaty in this biome. Everybody's just kind of like glazed and glistened and sweat
They're
a little
human.
bit. Most of the people here, I mean, the better portion of them are human. There's varying aliens and stuff. Well, and, there's a good number of aliens actually too. But there's, I would say probably 50% humans, 50% other varying races of aliens, or, I would probably say there's a small percentage in between of the intermingling races. But I'm not going to give an actual percentage to that because I have no fucking clue.
You guys might be able to gain some favor with the locals if you give them a little fanning.
Give me whichever one of you wishes to make a religion roll for me.
It's the same. So it doesn't matter. You are the one with the wings out. Plus, your wings are white anyways, so you're the actual angel, so I feel like you should do it.
A 9.
Okay. As you guys are kind of looking through the town, people are definitely noticing that you guys have wings, but it's not something that seems to be. Nobody's kind of like starting shit with you about it, but it is definitely turning most heads. It's a very uncommon trait for people that have wings. That being said, you guys hear off in the distance as this guy kind of shouts out, I remember, and then somebody kind of like hits him, and then you see that like guards and things like that just kind of walk by and look at him like fucking piece of shit as like this older gentleman just gets punched as he's talking, and he kind of slams to the ground, blood kind of trickling out of his mouth, and you notice over to the side there is immediately a church of sorts, and you can see there's this, it looks like a V, but it's upside down, if you will.
Interesting.
More like an A without the cross
So
through
like
it.
nobody's paying attention to the fact that he just got like knocked on the ground, right?
I mean, everybody paid attention and looked at it, but
Yeah,
they
but-
seem to not do anything about it.
Oh, so if we do something about it, then we'll definitely be noticed.
Oh, yeah, probably. You're getting that vibe.
So how about going into this church?
You go into the church?
Yes, I do.
I kind of want to shout out and be like, hey, stop. And then if possible, I would like to try to create like a gust of wind with my wings.
Okay.
At the very least, for like a distraction, just something. I do want to engage.
You won't be able to make any sort of actual
Damage.
Yeah, you won't be able to
That's
move them
fine.
or anything, but
Yeah.
you can blow them with
Yeah.
wind, if you will.
You
So
blow them away.
not even. It's just give them a
Like
a small
I literally
breeze.
want them. Hey, look over here. Like stop
Okay.
what you're doing,
I
kind of
mean, you
thing.
do, and you see that the guy turns over to you and he says, "What's with the wings? Are you?" I mean, you don't look like the owl people, those paladins. So,
Not from around here, are you?
what are you? What are you? I mean, you have your wings out, yeah? No, okay. Just you? Okay.
You dipped in the church anyway. You're like,
All right, yeah. And you kind of see people start turning and looking at you and stuff. You know,
Am I
like one of the
cross-
guards stops, kind of looks over at you as you slip out, right?
Yeah,
towards-
because I didn't think she was gonna make a scene.
Okay, yeah, I didn't either.
my original plan was to go into the church and then sneak out, but now there's a scene, so I probably won't really be able to sneak.
So you just leave?
No, I'm gonna stay with her.
Okay, you stay with her. So you dip out because you're like, oh shit. All right, you're standing there awkwardly at the side, like, and there's probably 5 or 6 people that are now like stopping and looking at you.
I'm
As
gonna
this guy's, who the hell are you? And what's with the wings? What's going on here?
I'm gonna cross my arms and I'm gonna be like, "What's it to you?"
Oh well, I mean, if the stories are true and we are true believers, then at one point there were those who stood against our Lord and Savior, those that bore wings, those that led men.
Stood against the Lord and Savior.
Correct. And you being not so forthright, and you see more people kind of stopping and turning, probably 10, 11 people now stopping and looking at you. And it seems as though you're not going to tell us who you are or what you are. And we know that you're not, again, one of the paladins. So it's not looking good.
Okay, I'll try out your way then. My name is Aelin Cloudsplitter. I am an angel.
An angel who is for?
No one but myself and the greater good.
And you see more people kind of stop and look at you. And they say, well, those that don't believe in Venora end up like that gentleman who says he remembers something of the past. And you see kind of people like now mob mentality kind of gathering up. 15,
and
16.
what? You're the future?
I'm not sure what you're suggesting, but Venora is the future.
Yeah, it seems like Venora is not the one that just put this man down, but he was down by your hand. So are
Correct.
you our future, sir?
I'm not sure what the point of the word games are. And it's everybody kind of, they're not even remotely listening to your debate. They're thinking, you don't believe what they believe. And you could tell everybody's furious, and they're kind of like inching towards you, regardless of the word battle you're having with the guy who just punched someone else. So I know you're kind of stalling a bit, but it's not working on the mob. Okay, we're going to freeze frame for you for a second while those guys are closing in on you.
Okay.
And you're like, oh, you got your hand on your pistol? Okay, nobody's actually done anything yet. And you see some of them, they have like various weapons. Some of them perhaps have guns.
The only reason I haven't shot into the area is because there is authority here.
Gotcha. Well, there's security guards and stuff that are, well, whatever their position is. You don't really know how the law enforcement works here yet. And you slipped into the church, which is, as you get in there, it's just sun is gleaming down from the stained glass windows. So you see a beautiful, painting or imagery of Venora as she's blessing.
It's her actual image too.
Yeah, she's blessing the 11 apostles.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna
And you see like 11 replicas of the tablets, or what they assumed to be, and then like respective like covenant arc things that are like these boxes that have them, kind of setting up slightly out of. It's a great display. And it's probably the nicest thing that's in this entire place, and it's the only thing that's built out of stone too, this building. It's reinforced with metal, but
And it has AC.
It's also cooled. Yes, it has. It's cooled in here. Everybody's not glistening, but you see, just two priests, and one of them kind of walks into like a location in the back, and then another one walks up forward. Hello. I do not recognize your face.
No, I am a visitor.
Ah, yes, a visitor. Come to learn the word of Venora?
Yes, sir. Actually, that is why I'm here.
Wonderful. It does so inspire me when ones want to hear the word of Venora. You see, Venora is good, Venora is great. Venora gives to those who are weaker, lifting them, bringing them higher, giving them a place to rest in the end. A place, a paradise. What is it you wish to know about Venora?
I came to learn about the apostles of Venora.
Ah, yes. The 11 apostles. Their names lost to time. But their deeds, not lost. They say perhaps one even rose the dead. Rose the very sun of Venora after just 3 days. Sounds like Voldemort. Oh, yes.
Harry Potter. The boy who lived.
The boy who lived.
Come to die.
Come to die.
Do it.
Oh, Cadabra!
Yes. Okay.
There it is.
And scene.
Okay, now that we've broken out.
So someone was raised from the dead after 3 days. Is that what you said?
Venora's son.
Venora's son.
Yes. Venora's one and only son.
Harry Venora.
Ew.
And what is the name of this?
Oh, yeah.
And do we know it? Pretty much. Do we know the name of her son?
Atticus. No. Vito. He said Vito.
Did he?
No. He's like, no.
Oh, I said, because I forgot what I named them.
Oh. Was pre-planned.
One moment, please.
Okay.
Oh. Vedna. Vedna.
Okay. And what happened to the son after he was raised from the dead?
Well, later, he gave himself for the sins of man.
And they said the tablet, one of the tablets, is what raised him from the dead.
One of the apostles that was supposedly using the power of Venora through a tablet or whatever the heck.
Was it an apple tablet?
Whatever that story suggests. Doesn't really tell you the specifics. It's not like, there was a mathematical calculation of this much mana that flowed through the tablets into, it's just that kind of hullabaloo story shit,
And so I'm guessing that he also died on Earth.
It says, no, it doesn't say where he died.
Oh, okay.
It says that he died somewhere and then was resurrected again and then died again.
Okay.
Although there's no like actual story of his second death. It's just suggested that he died again, gave himself truly and wholly to, eradicate human sin
Okay.
or humanoid, galactic, sentient being sin. Those that believe in Vonora, regardless of race.
If possible, is there any way I could bother you to ask about the Holy Spear? It's a Holy Spear, right? That's what it is.
A holy spear. You mean the spear that was used to strike Vedna? Is this what you mean?
Yes.
And why would you need something like that?
Not that I need it, I'm just more so curious as to what it really was. I've heard stories about it growing up in the divine realm.
You see, it is a divine spear, but also tainted. It pierced the son of Venoras through the gut. It is a vile weapon, lost to time.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Thank you, Father, for your
Yes,
answers.
of course. Okay. We'll go back to you and with the angry mob. Angry mob all around you guys.
Well, it seems that we're not welcome here. I'm going to kind of pull Viper into a hug and attempt to ascend.
Okay. You fly up.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a strength roll.
$15.
Okay. You you grab him and you fly up, and as you do, you see immediately there's these kind of drone things that turn red. As you can see, the two security guards below press a few things on their little smart Pip-Boy looking things that you guys have similar to.
Viper, you want to help a little bit here?
I was just gonna say I pull out my gun and I take aim at the.
At one of the droids?
Yeah.
Okay, you blast. Give me a roll.
Uh, 13.
13. Okay. You shoot off. It kind of blasts the plating off the side of one. It's flying wobbly, but it seems to still be kind of tracking you. It doesn't look like it'd probably be able to hit you with a shot or anything like that. But you see another one kind of closing in. It looks like one person can man a drone at a time. Fortunate for you guys in that sense. But it doesn't look like they need to see you per se, because you guys have kind of been flying a little bit out of the way, I would imagine, kind of maneuvering, as the other one's still trailing. But the other one, it's kind of like like orbular, kind of like the things you see in No Man's Sky, or like a sentry drone. And it's got these two little wings off the sides that have would assumedly be, blasters or
It's like
tasers.
almost a little mini TIE fighter.
Yeah, kind of, but it's more rounded. But yeah, so as it's flying at you, you can tell this one's you see like electricity starting to spark up from the things, and it looks like it's going to shoot at you guys. So you're.
I already used my action.
Yeah, your action is kind of like your hands are tied right now. So it's probably going to get to take a shot at you guys.
Yeah, because I don't think I can do anything.
Let me.
Throw me at it.
I was going to say, all I can do is dodge.
Just repent.
But I can't dodge yet.
I said just repent. It'll be fine.
Does a 13? What's your DC? Does a 13 hit? Or what's your AC? I'm sorry.
11.
11?
Yes.
Okay, so you get hit by this electrical. It starts to hit you. Give me a Constitution roll.
I'm gonna grab onto her just so that she's not just grabbing onto me.
Right. Give me a Constitution
Save or-
save. Yeah.
Okay. An 11.
Okay, you kind of start to fall out of the sky just a little bit, and you flap your wings, but you guys end up actually slamming onto the top of a building. You don't. It's not too hard of a fall. You don't take any damage from it because 11 was just barely enough for you to kind of like hang in there. But you lose grip on him. You guys slide across the top of this kind of metal plated building. It's just covered it in some sort of like soot. It looks like maybe from refiners and stuff like that that are around. You can see there's a lot of different black smoke and stuff that's coming from like smokestacks and shit around here. Stuff's definitely being refined, and it's sitting on the top of all of these roofs. And you guys kind of slide and just kind of lifts up, putting kind of a black dust into the air around you guys. It doesn't affect you immediately, but it'll probably make you cough if you breathe in too much of it.
Flap your wings, make a fucking cloud of this shit so we can disappear.
Do we have a setting on our suit that's going to ensure like that we're not going to breathe this in? Or we should be good?
Just hold your breath before we do it and just.
Okay, you ready? And then I'm going to do it.
Okay, you flap and I'll just for the sake of actually give me a roll. Give me a roll. Just
D20?
we'll go with a strength roll.
Okay.
Because it's like the strength of your wings right now.
10.
Gotta use your actual dice.
Okay, so you do it and you create. It actually lifts all of the soot like off up into the air, but you don't feel like it's going to make as much of a smoke screen as you're hoping. It does cloud you guys enough to give you like the initiative, but it won't cloud you enough to like make an escape probably. It's just you can hear the things like kind of hovering outside when the other one.
I want to make a dagger and try to throw it at it
Okay.
and like pierce it.
Okay, that's fine. Give me a. Remember to take one of your spells away when you. Whatever tier you want to make this thing, you can choose. So what tier of spell is this knife?
I'll make it a tier 1.
Okay.
And do I do a divine creation roll or do you want something else?
Yeah, do your divine creation roll. Or do you have any sort of throwing?
18. No, I don't
Okay.
think so.
18. All right, you throw the dagger and it looks, and it does how much damage? Whatever the divine creation is.
16.
Okay, you see it, and it just kind of explodes and pieces of it fly off, and you see the other one just kind of.
Was that the full health
That
one?
was a full health one, yeah. She hit it directly in the little eyeball in the center. You kind of glanced its armor plating.
I was just making sure that it. All we're left is with the damaged one.
Yep, just the damaged one.
Can I know I haven't been in the smoke a lot for a while, but can I at least hear like the direction that it's certain?
You guys are able to see it now. You guys it kind of settled, which gave you initiative because it just had enough to kind of give you that immediate shroud, and then it settled, and you were like,
All right,
she was
well,
like,
I'm just going to take another shot then.
okay, cool, yeah, that's fine.
Well, they're still fighting, right? If I go outside.
We're on.
Yeah, but we're up on top of roofs.
No,
Right.
you ended your conversation right as the mob was getting to and then she took off. So you'd be walking out,
Okay.
and you'd see them
So
gone.
if when I come out, are they all just like distracted? Is everyone just
let me
super
finish
distracted? Okay.
this fight.
Oh, okay.
13.
13. Okay, you take a shot. Ping. It does. Give me a damage roll.
28.
Okay. it just completely obliterates the remaining thing, and you sit there for kind of a moment as you kind of assess what might come next for this situation. And you now walk out of this, and you see that the crowd's kind of like, hey, what the heck, dispersing and stuff like that. You're like, what the fuck just went down?
Okay, so
you see
everyone's
two guys,
distracted.
two security guards or whatever, kind of fiddling with their
Okay.
things. One of them, oh fuck,
Do I see the old man?
on the ground.
Yeah.
No.
He's gone. Fuck. Can I try to find him? Or I'm gonna try to find him. I'm gonna try to find him. Well, like they're all like distracted and stuff.
Give me an investigation roll with disadvantage.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Still want to try. A 6. So no.
I was
Nah.
really hoping.
Nope.
I was hoping for the 13.
You opted
I'm
not
gonna
to
lie.
interact with the old man when I gave you the chance.
The mob picked him up and carried him away.
All right, that's fine.
Perhaps you will see him again some other time.
Maybe. All right, so I guess
Perhaps he's
I'm
dead.
just gonna assume that they're gone and head back to
How
the
is that
ship
happening?
because I don't see them either. So.
Nope. So you're like, what the fuck just went down?
Okay, well.
So you head back to the ship.
Yep.
Okay. You head back to the ship, and you see there are two security guards standing by it.
Okay. Can I help you?
Yeah, we're looking for these two individuals. Kum tsum, kum tsum, and it's those two. And you could see the other little guy. He's got like kind of like a squid face kind of thing. And he's got little squiddy fingers. And he just kind of grumbles some
Okay.
stuff. And he's like, yeah, no, exactly. That guy looks like a real fucking deviant.
Okay. Well, I just came from the church and I haven't seen them, and I would like to board onto my ship. So
Oh,
if
you came
guys
from the church.
could-
That's good. That's good. You know, blessed be thy name. You know, may Venor be with you.
And with you, and I'm just kind of gonna get on the ship, like, because that was awkward.
This is your ship?
I'm already.
This
I'm-
is registered-
I'm already in.
Well, no. You'd be walking past them.
No.
She's like, I can't see you. You can't see me. You don't see
You know,
anything.
you'd have to like push through them. They're like stopping.
Is this your ship?
I mean, I already told you I haven't seen them. I don't know where they are.
But you do know them.
I do, but I didn't do whatever they did.
But you're with them.
Not right now.
Why don't you just go ahead and come with us?
Motherfuckers.
To the church?
Okay, you just go with them?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know what's going on
just-
right now.
okay.
I'm just like, what? They're not with me. I don't know where they are. I didn't do what they did.
Okay, so you get detained. They arrest you and they take you into their little cruiser thing, and then they take you to their little station. All right. So you are in the back of like this. It's a ground vehicle. It's got wheels. It looks kind of all terrain, if you will, but it does have like
Okay.
sirens and stuff on the top. And he travels because it doesn't seem like there's actual paved roads. It looks like a lot of buildings just kind of get built, and then there's like no regulations on these refiners, but lots of trade happens.
So I'm just going to sit there quietly and question my teammates' chaos and wonder really what happened to,
Okay, so you guys,
cause this.
what do you guys do now? You're sitting on this rooftop. You just got out of combat. You have no contact with your previous little buddy, but
Nope, but we should probably get back to the ship.
I'm gonna stand up and kind of like try to run over to the edge of the roof that we're standing on and just kind of like look down and look around, and in the distance just kind of see what all I can see from where we ended up landing, because I wasn't really focused on where we were going. I was just flying.
okay. So I mean, you don't really know this area, but you kind of look back and you could see the church pretty clearly. It's pretty much the largest building, except for these other few kind of large buildings that look like Probably wealthier individuals live there, like high-rise type situations. Just a very small segment of like 3 or 4 high-rise buildings. That's separate than this massive church.
I think we should head back towards the church. Atlas might still be over there.
Well, last time we were there was an angry mob, so the area is probably still hot. I think we go back to the ship because, well, if she doesn't find us there, she'll probably head back to the ship as well.
What if she doesn't make it back to the ship?
She wasn't part of our shenanigans.
You don't think that they're going to put 2 and 2 together that she was with us?
She slipped into the church. She wasn't with us as far as that mob was concerned.
Yeah, but
and security was only focused on us.
she saw us when I took off.
No, she didn't.
Oh, I thought you said
No,
she did.
she came out after they were dispersing and they saw some people fiddling with stuff, but she didn't actually see you leave or anything. You were just gone already.
And she just slipped in like she wasn't even. It's like she may have been walking with us, but it's like, oh, I'm just a fucking not part of them.
All right, well, you're the captain. If you say, we'll go back to the ship. Deal.
I mean, that's just because I want to get the fuck off this planet now.
Okay, so you guys fly back to the little dock area, and as you guys are approaching, it's a very small wall that kind of comes off, and then there's like a couple platforms that are like over a ledge, if you will, and you guys are sitting on, your ship is on one of those like outer platforms, and it's just kind of on a line, and there's different rows that kind of go down the ledge. You guys are fortunately, on one of the high end, the very top row, which happened to be open when you parked or landed. And as you're arriving, you see that there's only one security individual here.
Fuck. Well, I was gonna say, let's
It's
try.
like this little tentacle guy.
Gonna say, let's try to get through this.
I have an idea.
You're not gonna rub his tentacles, are you?
I'm thinking about it.
It's a different kind of tentacle guy, but you could try it, I guess.
I'm going to walk up to him, and I'm going to stick my hand out.
And before you walk up, he's like,
Okay. And I'm going to create a dagger, and I'm going to...
okay, you create a dagger. Okay, he immediately
Fires?
Yeah.
Okay.
14. Does that hit?
I thought you were gonna.
How do I...
I thought you were gonna tickle his
Your AC
tentacles.
is what, 11?
Oh, okay. I can't dodge or anything.
I mean, usually your AC goes for that.
Okay.
Unless you want to. I mean, you can try to attack instead.
That was what I was
Okay,
originally
give me
going
a
to
roll
do.
for your attack.
16?
Okay. Just barely. You throw the dagger and you hit him. Well, what are you aiming for? You hit his gun out of his hand.
Okay.
Okay. And you see him grab this baton that's like as it pops out. And you can see as he kind of flexes, he's got some pretty meaty guns. He looks like he's trained.
I'm gonna take aim for the baton.
Okay. Okay. Well, it is your turn, so give me.
Disarm.
Damn it! No, 7.
7. Okay.
You had one
You
job.
shoot at it, and it blows a hole. What kind of gun? Which gun was it?
Just my bulletless.
Okay, it just and just sounds. You hear like air reverberate back, but he's like fuck you, and gurbles towards you, and he's actually pretty quick for the little guy, and as he lunges at you pretty quickly, noticing that you have a pretty dangerous weapon on you, and he just takes a swing with this baton thing.
I want to create another dagger and try to throw it at him as
You
he's
want to
swinging.
take your turn?
If I try. If I can I do it at the same time?
Okay, you just won't get a turn.
That's fine.
Okay.
$19.
Okay.
I'm
and
aiming for the back of his head.
You're just going to kill this guy?
Yep.
Okay.
We ain't got time.
She woke
He
up
wants
and
off
chose
the planet.
chaos.
Okay, so you throw it at the back of his head and you kill this man.
Okay.
Okay, he drops down, and
We dragged the body on board. Hide it in
calamari.
hide it in one of the smuggling
I'll cook him.
compartments. Whichever one would be closest to the door.
okay, you shove a body in there. You can tell that.
That's not what these are made for.
Yeah, not quite. You can only fit about half the body in
Why
one.
are we taking the body?
So we don't have a dead person laying in front of our ship.
I need to remind you, you guys are now back in the known galaxy. A murder is illegal.
So maybe we should try a bigger
In the
compartment.
Celestial Trade Union, in cold blood, you just killed a security officer.
Maybe we should try a larger compartment. We can put him in my room.
Don't you guys have the hidey hole in the ship?
Yeah, but he doesn't fit in the hidey hole. That's what we just tried. He's a bit tentacly.
Small but large.
Oh, definitely an failure to separate church and state here.
How bloody are his clothes? I'm assuming pretty fucking.
Oh yeah, there's. She hit right the back. It's just like he has like this
So,
greenish purple. I'm sorry,
I
this
can't
greenish yellow blood that's just all over the place. Like it's like Sin City. You know the guy that was yellow, all over.
Can't even disguise myself as him now.
Sorry, when I'm trained to kill, I'm trained to kill.
Yeah.
Can I attempt to make a box, like create a box out of divine creation that would be big enough for, because I can make something 5 foot by 5 foot. Can I try to create a box that would be something like a chest of some sort that we could put in my room?
You'd have to make each of the components.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
can't just
saying? You
make-
can-
Okay.
Because you don't make complex items, so things with like hinges and stuff like that.
Okay.
You can make like the box, like the bottom portion of the box, and then you can make the lid and then make the hinges. You know what I mean? So I could break that down into perhaps 3 different pieces.
We can cut them up.
No, that's gonna make way too much of a mess. But even then,
It's already messy.
Jensen,
I fucked up.
Yeah, yeah.
I should warn you that I have some footage you need to see, and it plays the moment of her getting detained by
Fuck. She
the
got here
people from the
before us.
front.
I fucked up.
Did they hear my stupid argument with them too?
Yeah, yeah. So they see the whole thing, and
She's
she's
trying
like,
to push past him.
She's like, no, I don't. So, and they're like, why don't you just come with us? Just like,
And we're going this
steer it
way.
away. Yeah.
She's not even turned around.
Yeah.
Adorbs. Well, I'm just creating chaos. Hey, maybe we'll get to meet someone.
The old man.
Someone
Hoping the old man got arrested too.
You do realize that this is the end of Jetson, right?
Why?
They've got him tagged.
Everyone has Jetson tagged.
They've got him tagged to our names, and they're taking us away. They want us in custody.
At least in this celestial trade union, if you leave the galaxy, or this particular
Yeah.
empire,
That's what I was hoping for, but
Okay, so
we've got a little bit of a.
they don't know you've murdered anybody yet.
Exactly. But in about another 20 minutes.
Jetson, where do they take her?
Probably to the station.
I would believe yes. That's exactly where they took her.
Which
Based on the
is-
schematics that I found about their little place, they have a few staple locations, and it seems as though a station, they call it the security station. That seems to be the hub at where all criminals are detained. And associates.
So pretty much, We have to break into their headquarters. And we'll just leave her. No, we can't.
And the ship is being like taken away right now, isn't it?
No.
It's just sitting there.
It's just being guarded
There's just
Well,
people
not
in it.
anymore. For now.
for like 20 minutes. Well,
Okay, I'm gonna pick up Viper and fly towards the station then. If you're all right with that, I would like to pick you up and take you to the station.
I think what we should probably do is get Jetson out of
What'd you
here.
do with the body?
It's on Jetson,
Did you just leave it on?
partially stuffed inside of a compartment right now.
I think we should probably get Jetson out of here so that...
I will fly to the station then.
No, I'm saying we do what I was suggesting we don't do earlier and land outside of the base, and then since she let us know that we've got a bit of a cover from whatever green gas is out there. At least we won't be visible, so we can make somewhat of a sneak approach.
It does seem unlikely that they would have a great deal of air patrol. I
Okay.
do think the plan is possible.
Or at least it's our best bet.
Okay.
Then the hardest part is getting to the station unseen with
We're gonna have to go, and there's no way we're gonna not
I-
be seen without her illusion magic.
Things kind of flicker in the place a little bit, and you feel that your arm where that implant was kind of bleed. It just bleeds a little bit. And you see the power kind of surge for a moment, and the Vulcan appears. The guy, the god of technology.
Yes.
Hello there again. It seems like you're in a bit of a bind, and I perhaps think.
I've never met this guy before, have I? Because he came to
Oh,
them.
yeah, I don't think you've met him, but he could tell that you were in a bit of a discord. You guys were like, oh fuck, situation, and well, technology seems to be something he.
I'm gonna pull my gun because at this point, like, we're being chased.
Okay.
And he may not be dressed like him, but
You're more than welcome to use that on me, but you'll probably do more damage to your ship.
Viper, really. It's okay. He's the one that put the wing disguise.
He walks over to you and he puts his arm over your shoulder. Yeah, well, it's unfortunate that we had to meet in such a odd circumstance, but you seem like you have a great deal of faith in technology, and I respect that.
You'll have to excuse me. I'm just a little on edge at the moment.
I'm gonna just do the gesture and say, Vulcan, it's good to see you again.
It's good to see you as well. I wish it were under better circumstances, but it is what it is. Without the illusion magic of your friend, you may have difficulties getting in, but everything's run by technology. I can make you nearly invisible. However, my powers run thin. Faith is limited because it all goes to one person, and there's very few of us left in Olympia. So, I will do what I can. But do have faith in me.
How can we help?
Simply follow through with your plan and make sure that you talk loudly.
Yes, sir.
Wait. Talk loudly. Doesn't that
Whilst
go against...
Not whilst sneaking.
Doesn't that go against...
Not the quickest, eh?
He'll get there.
Like he was like a
Digital.
television, you know?
Oh, okay.
He was almost like physical, and you see him kind of fade out.
Did he hit it?
Yeah.
Yes, a tsu. It's for the spelling.
Okay, well, the first part of the plan is we're going to take off now from with Jetson.
Stop talking about it. Just go. Let's go.
Yes,
I'm
we are...
gonna click myself into the cockpit.
We are taking off and landing probably about 2 miles outside of the base, and we will fly low the whole time as well.
Okay.
Or at
All
least
right.
as low as I feel safe because
Give me a stealth roll. You're not flying through like Weaver space or anything, doing anything crazy, so you're just kind of stealthily flying your ship.
14.
Okay. You and kind of land quietly in this. It's all fucked up. No, you land
But it's quiet.
comfortably. Yeah, you land comfortably and
Lands
quietly,
upside down.
just a few miles outside of the like. I don't really know what to call it, like the little quadrant area that they have.
safe zone.
Yeah, and you can't really see again more than maybe like 10 feet in front of you, as there's this very, very thick green mist that's just probably like 15, 20 feet high. But as you get out, you can see down below, maybe just around your, maybe like 1.5 feet, maybe up to like your shin. There's just like openings. There's just that the thick smog kind of stops right there, as if it just doesn't press against the ground, or if the ground were emitting something that just keeps it off of it. But it doesn't seem like any of this settles on the ground at all.
Okay. Well, that's fortunate. We're gonna have to grab we'll grab a third suit, and take that with us because, well, I don't think she wants to be walking out in this shit if we are even successful with this.
You had your suit on.
Yeah,
still,
she has her.
Okay.
I was gonna say, does she not
She
have
was.
Oh,
You guys were one
no.
of those weird crews that wore the suits all
underneath
the time.
Okay.
the majority of the time? Yeah.
Well, then never mind. That makes this even easier.
Yeah.
Um,
But you are immediately, because you have the nicest suit, right? Your little emitter thing is actually attached to it, and something is. It's not like a poison. It's like a poisonous atmosphere.
It seems like it's a poisonous atmosphere.
Yeah, you both
Remember,
guys
we
get
have to
this
talk loudly. Repeat everything.
okay. Well, it does not appear to settle on the ground, so we will crawl close to the ground for like 2 miles. This is gonna take all goddamn day.
Well, you guys are able to walk in it because you have your suits on. It's just a bit draining.
I can try to fly us above surface.
I think this goes all the way up. We're not gonna have much visual, but
Okay, then I'm gonna get down and I'm gonna get back into my well-known army crawl.
As you guys get down, you can see there are numerous like little holes in the ground. You can see there's a shit ton of like bug things that.
and I'm assuming I have like a GPS tracker back to, like location wise as far as where Jetson's at.
Yeah, on your wrist. Unless this gets damaged, or if that gets damaged, you're fine.
And you said there's bugs crawling?
There's a numerous like centipede type things that seem to kind of crawl up into the poison, and then you see ones come down, and it looks like.
And I'm
it
gonna
seems
stand
like
back up.
Each of their little claw things like picks up the poison as they go back in, as if they're like making something underground with the poison as they gather it.
And Viper, we're running. And I'm gonna grab his hand and I'm gonna just start running.
Through the
Just trying to like dodge and weave through them as they're going in and out of the
to
holes.
get to the front of the town.
Yes.
Okay.
You obviously really don't like this. They're
give-
just bugs.
Give me a dexterity roll. Both of you.
$16.
10?
Okay. Because you're in front, as you're like, oh shit, fuck all this, this massive, probably like this thick, a good, I'd say 3 inches in diameter, massive like poison centipede thing, and you could see the front of it as it has these nasty like tentacle pincher things that are whipping forward, like kind of gripping at the poison in the air as it just barely comes into view, and it looks on you, just kind of lands on your face. It scares the shit out of you. It doesn't seem like it's actually trying to hurt you, but it just crawls all over you. And it seems like the poison, when it makes contact with whatever mucus is on its little pincer, little feet things, little crawly, creepy feet things that are all over you right now, all over you, are just oozing this kind of like viscous, poisonous fluid that's just slopping all over you as it crawls over you. It takes maybe a good, what feels like 2 hours, which is actually about 8 seconds, while this really long thing just all the way over you as it's
I'm gonna
slurping
like
down your
dig my
biome. Yeah.
nails into Viper's like arm where I was holding
No,
him,
no,
and I'm
you lost him as
Oh,
you got
I completely
knocked down,
lost
and
him?
he kept
Oh, okay.
going. He makes it to the door.
okay. Then I'm just gonna be like, "Ah!"
Yeah, and then you just behind him, covered in this stuff, as it's slowly slopping off of you. As you walk out, just defeated in this mist, and you're by the door, and you're like, "Well, what the fuck happened
She
to you?"
said she screamed. Did I hear that at all? Or like squealed?
Yeah, and then just moments later, she walks up behind you as you were like, "What the fuck?" Oh, have a hard time.
Beat you.
keep going.
Well, you guys make it to the door.
Yeah.
It was just right in front of that happened.
That's
to
what I'm
you.
gonna say. Just keep going. Don't
Okay.
even look at me.
So you guys walk up. The doors doesn't have any sort of camera or scanner. So you walk inside. You do have to go through the little chamber, and as you guys walk inside, I'm gonna give me just a random luck roll, one of you, to see if there happens to be a security guard just waiting inside.
You do it.
Don't be disappointed if I fail.
You can see what I'm up to tonight. So
Hey, 19. 19.
19. You are lucky. As you come in, there are no security guards in the immediate area. You have the opportunity to become ghosts. And as you do, you see this camera start to like slowly look towards you, and you see as it does,
We are
it shorts-
inside the building, and there are no guards.
Okay. You see it kind of short circuit.
now's our time, and then I'm gonna just start sprinting.
Okay. You guys start sprinting.
I'll take the lead on this one because I've got the stealth. So follow me, or follow my steps, I guess, pretty much.
Deal. And I'm gonna just start keeping in step with him,
Okay.
like right behind him.
As you guys are running, you're keeping in step. You kind of look up every now and then. You guys are kind of trying to navigate as best you can. You look to the left. You see there's a camera again. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna roll for these. Okay, you see this camera start to turn towards you, and it shorts out again, and just in time as you guys are able to kind of go, and you see you sprint again, and people are kind of looking at you a little bit, but they're not able to really react as you guys are bolting as fast as you can through these kind of makeshift alleyways. You guys see every now and then like motorized vehicles that are kind of traveling, but there's no real streets or anything that are built. It just looks like just kind of like, honestly, like unregulated, just constant fucking work being done. Just people just getting worked to death for others' gain. And no real regulations on any of that. And as you guys kind of turn another corner, as you once again kind of peer onto these metal buildings and this kind of odd industrial aesthetic that you've not seen anywhere else, you see there's a guard just right there. He's not directly facing you guys, but he's kind of like standing there. He's got some sort of photon type of weapon. You don't know exactly what it is, but it looks to be automatic. You can only see it from the backside. Seems to be a rifle of sorts. And yeah, you guys are coming up on his backside.
Around his backside?
Yeah.
Can you break his neck?
I can try.
Guys, I figure if I can get it, she's already committed murder. So,
In for one, in for many.
I mean, if she breaks his neck, at least I can try to slip into his uniform and, like, be disguised.
Okay,
And
first,
then-
if you want to break this person's neck, give me one stealth roll. This will give you advantage. Or, fuck you.
And then if that works, I could take you in. I'll just have to put on a fake
17?
mustache.
You get initiative. You sneak up behind the person. Give me a strength roll with advantage.
$21.
Okay, you walk up behind What the? You break his neck. He slumps to the ground as you kind of catch his body so it makes no noise.
Now we're gonna play a little Hitman and drag him over
Okay.
to a change into his clothes
You
real quick.
do
and
that.
Drag him over.
You drag him over.
to a fridge or whatever.
Okay. So because you do have an outfit on, I will give you advantage on performance right now when dealing with guards. Unless, of course, they were close friends with this individual, which would be really bad luck for you.
We're still going to be stealthy until we get to the place. I'm just going to use this more as an opportunity for cover once we
Okay.
actually get to the station.
As you guys kind of take it a little bit slower this time, I mean, you still have your fucking wings out, so I guess you'd still run. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Um,
keep booking it.
You guys keep booking it. You turn another corner. Let's see if it's a guard or if it's a camera. It says a guard. Let's see if they recognize you guys immediately.
I'm going
It does
to.
not seem like he's facing you.
Because I'm thinking, like, do we play this one off like I'm taking you in?
I can't put their clothes on. My wings won't fit.
No, but I can, as if I caught you in the streets.
Right. I was just ixnaying the idea of me putting on a disguise.
No, I knew that much, but it's like. But then
We can.
We can, but can we?
Or I can kill him.
Or if all else fails, I can kill him. Okay, well let's we murdered 2. Let's try to keep the body count down. So
It's twice as much as it was before. So
200%.
It's what I'm good at.
Well, we'll try not to kill this guy. We'll make it not a bad day for him.
Can I knock him out?
If push comes to shove, yes. Well, actually, fuck it, just
what do you
knock.
do?
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna have to
Yeah,
do something.
I
He's
think
gonna notice.
I think
us.
knocking out's a little bit better than playing it off because I'm a horrible actor. So
Okay.
Okay.
I want to knock him out.
Once again, stealth roll. Same situation. You guys are stressing me out. Can I use that? Can I use
This
that
is
again?
fun.
it takes me a second.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, you said stealth.
You guys are stressing me out.
Yeah.
I didn't even do anything and I got arrested.
Got a
It
6.
makes sense.
Anybody else want a water while I'm?
You can have this one. My flask is full, so
I got a 6.
you do not have advantage as you start walking up. Hey, what the heck? As he turns around, and he just, it looks like he does have some sort of like electrical like knuckle thing that he just clicks immediately and swings at you. So you lose advantage,
Okay.
and you get attacked.
I'm going to attempt to attack back with my shocking grasp.
Well, okay. So, well, you technically have disadvantage right now.
Okay.
Okay, so you attempt to attack anyway.
Well, okay. So what I want to do is I have shocking grasp as a cantrip, and as he's swinging, I would like to try to touch his. Even if it hurts me, all I have to do is touch him, and I want to do a shocking grasp through his body.
Okay, so what this is going to be is like if he gets his attack before you're able to truly react.
Okay.
So it won't matter if you try to. I mean, essentially,
Understandably.
yeah. Okay, so give me a roll. Disadvantage.
Dexterity or the shocking grasp.
Shocking grasp.
Okay.
Sorry that the headphones suck.
10.
He boom hits you right across the face.
Oh, okay.
As you take.
Makes me slap myself in the face, pretty much. Then.
No, he just as you start to lift your hand, he hits you
Oh, he
before
got-
you
okay,
actually. Yeah,
okay.
you were like, oh, pff, and you were
Okay.
just too slow, and you get hit directly across the face, and you feel this electricity go through you. Give me a Constitution roll to see or save if you're stunned.
10.
10. You kind of fall to the ground. You are stunned. So for one rotation, you will not be able. You lose one turn.
Did the other guards see me at all during this?
He was actually no. You were kind of walking up, so you could. He has kind of glanced at you, but you were running, and she was ahead of you. So it looks like honestly you were pursuing her.
And then that's what I'm going to try to make it
Okay.
continue to look like.
So yeah.
I'm going to run into the situation.
Okay, you run up to the situation.
I'm like, halt! I've caught you now. You won't escape.
Why won't you guys just learn to leave our kind alone? And I'm going to play into it.
Okay, so you're kind of laying there. You just leave
Yeah.
our kind alone. And he says, "You're just a criminal. What the hell are you even fucking spewing about? You know."
And then I'll go over and do I still have the handcuffs on from?
Yeah. You have
Okay.
the handcuffs, and I would assume you have his little baton. thing.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what all came with the disguise.
Yeah, that comes with the disguise.
Then I will arrest her.
Okay. The other guy says, whoa, this is mine. This is my arrest.
I've been chasing her for fucking blocks.
Should have been faster, man. took her down in one shot. And he starts going out to...
I am going to pull out my baton since I've got one of those. I'm gonna fucking hit him with it.
Okay. So,
While he's taking.
okay. While he's... Yeah, while he's doing that, you get advantage for yours. Flop on the...
Advantage. I hit you on a bike. Here's your tickets.
21.
He's like, yeah, fucking idiot. You know we're all just contracted bounty. And
Well,
he's
it's a good thing
unconscious.
you did that because otherwise I was about to shock him alive.
And now are they just like normal handcuffs, like key and all that? Like I can take
No,
them?
they're. It seems kind of odd. It's just like a centerpiece that has two half circles, and once you put the arms to them, it actually puts like an energy kind of grip around them.
And there's no way to take it off, or do I not have any sort
Oh
of?
yeah, you do. Actually, you know what? It's on their little wrist things. So you'd have to like hack their systems.
Oh, is it a universal?
So
or
I'm
does-
going to look at you and I'm going to be like, well, what do we do with these? It doesn't seem like it has a key.
And then you see on your arm, access granted. New module installed.
You mind? Would you touch this for me?
I'm liking your little friend there. He can come aboard my ship anytime.
Are you able to get onto mine from yours now?
You're able to access the drones as well as, and it seems like you have access to whatever drones are available, and you also have access to the handcuffs.
I figured I'd undo your cuffs.
You see, there's a shit ton of different cuffs, but it does show you which ones are nearby.
Does Atlas have cuffs on too?
We're not. I don't think we're close enough to get that reading.
You're able to see what looks to be all the cuffs that are in this.
Oh, okay.
You don't know who they're on, but you know where they're at.
I have no idea what I'm looking at here, to be honest. I just kind of got lucky, and I seen.
Hang on. Before you take the cuffs off, I have an idea because we don't know where she's at. But if we can find a dark corner or something, I can meditate real quick and find our energy.
But wouldn't it be easier if I just took the cuffs off?
If we kept the cuffs on, it looks like I'm still a criminal that's being detained. If we take them off, it could look more suspicious. This could be... I'm not sure. If you think it's smarter to take them off, then we can.
If you're okay with being restrained, then okay.
I mean, let's go.
So you guys are gonna
Being
set that up and
detained.
kind of like walk over to the.
Or like find an empty cell or something that's like out of the way, if we can.
So yeah, you guys are going to the station though, right?
Oh, I thought we were in the station.
No, you
yeah.
haven't quite made it into the station. yet.
Okay, then yes, yeah.
Okay. As you guys kind of walk into the station, you kind of see, you notice there's numerous individuals. They're all, it seems like they've all somewhat modified their outfits and things like that, but all have kind of a uniform on, if you will, and they all have the Celestial Trade Union symbol. And they all kind of seem to, with better portion, look over
I'm gonna-
at you guys. You kind of put your hat down, and I think that's actually a pretty good spot to segue off, because what I think I'm going to do for the next one is we're going to start off with a 1v1 on what happens with you in the station, and you guys will have to sit outside for a moment, and then we'll bring you guys in with your little disguises and see how well you get to the station, because I want to create a nice little scenario here of you guys are playing a little bit of spy games here, sneaking in. You guys caused a couple murders. Not caused, you've committed. But yeah,
I
thank
haven't
you.
done anything.
I did.
I did.
But anyway, thank you everybody who decided to pop in tonight.
Thank you
And-
guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh no! I'm gonna do that at the beginning of the next session. But yeah, thank you everybody who popped in tonight, decided to stop by, subbed, check
Nice.
things out. We appreciate it. I appreciate it greatly. We'll be doing this more. Hopefully, get a little bit more to the sessions, a little more of the artwork involved too. And yeah, thanks again.
See you next Monday.
See you next Monday.